Hi! So in the last video I showed you a flow where backend app is handling actions after it gets the information from Dialogflow. In this video I'll show you another way. Dialogflow offers fulfillment webhooks for intents. What does that mean? Well, it means that for every intent that you add to Dialogflow, you can enable a webhook that will send a request to your backend app and get extra information if needed. So that is when the queries and calculations would be done, not after the response is sent back to backend app, but before that. So in this case, Dialogflow would find the intent, then it would see fulfillment enabled, and it would send a fulfillment webhook request to your app. Your app would then handle action and send back a response. Sounds confusing? Well, let me show you the whole diagram. Oh yes, a little more complex. But let's go step by step. First again, we have a page with a bot. A bot receives input. This input is, as before, sent to backend app that forwards it to Dialogflow. That is this send queries events audio arrow here. Okay? Then Dialogflow parses string, finds the intent and sees that it has a fulfillment flag. So because of this fulfillment flag, the request is sent to backend app. Well, I'll show you all this in the course, so you'll see exactly how it works. Backend app then handles the action. Like in the previous example, it would find best running shoes and it would send response back to Dialogflow. Dialogflow then sends the whole response with everything back to the app that forwards it to React frontend. So this is another way to go. There are more requests, that is why I prefer to perform actions after I get a response from Dialogflow. Also, in the first diagram we can choose if we want to send queries to Dialogflow or not. Sometimes we might not want to send queries anyway. Let's say that we have structured our conversation with buttons and quick replies and lists and so on, and we don't need to parse language or get any additional parameters. In that case, the request would only go between backend app and frontend app, and we would use Dialogflow just when we need to parse language. Okay? And there is a third possibility. That is in this diagram. Here we send the query straight to Dialogflow, and the Dialogflow finds the intent and sends a request to backend app if fulfillment is needed. Backend app then does its thing and returns a response. Then Dialogflow sends response back to frontend. Well, it's simple and it's clean, I agree. The cons would be, first, we need to always send queries to Dialogflow. The second one is that fulfillment has a time limit. Meaning in the backend app we need to return a response in less than 5 seconds. We cannot be running any long executing jobs, which in some case might be limiting. And yes, again, it depends on what you're trying to build. If you only query a database or talk to a simple web services, then this is no problem. So in this video we have learned about Dialogflow's fulfillment webhook feature. We have looked at possible flows and implementations. In this course we'll implement all possible flows. So in the next video I will show you the development stages we'll go through to achieve this. Are you ready? Follow me to the next video. Bye bye!